All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on now, let's go! Reset, play team! Alert! Bring it! Bring it!
On first down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now it's Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. First carry from Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Newton being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. He was trying to go back to Moore there. And that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Newton. Toward the pylon, caught. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Mike Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. A first catch for the man leading the NFL in receiving yards in this first month. And a first down to boot. Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Throwing on second and long. Watson, it's complete to Hopkins. 30, past the 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's Greg Little, second-round pick from Ole Miss. He's the guilty party. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Davis. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Throwing on second and long. Newton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for the Panthers. 45 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett, the rookie with the carry. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That good for 22 and a first down. From the red zone now, Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Throwing again on second down. Newton, quick slant, caught by Moore. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. These two teams all tied after 1. Throwing is Newton, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, 95 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And some space here. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
41 Mike.
Now Newton on first down. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gano the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson, he's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He finds his target, Fuller. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there. Now a pass complete to Hogan, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Now a first down throw for Newton. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the gun, a give to Davis. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
First and 10 at the 30.
Now a first down throw. Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To throw is Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Right there. 54 Mike. Big stop.
A shotgun snap for Watson. It's complete to Fuller. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Watson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A first down carry now for Miller. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, he finds Hopkins complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very solid gain of 27. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On 1st and 10, Newton stepping up. He'll try and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Newton to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
We're set. Look at the egg. Watch my board. Hey, pick your game up. Right there.
After the interception, here's Watson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. Stills the intended target. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They go again with Davis. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Third and long. It's Newton. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on fourth. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener with it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Watson now to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete. It's Miller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Watson going to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Davis. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Here we go.
Newton on first down. Flushed out right. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards. A first down carry for Davis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Throwing on second down. Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw, Newton. They'll set up the screen with Davis. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. It's caught by Davis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Throwing on third down, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. Back now in Houston. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Sliding out of the pocket. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. On second down, Davis. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The Panthers on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Newton. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Watson. And he's got some space here. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot.
And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. So now out is the Panther offense as they'll come in and go for the 2-point try. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That one good for 26 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Hyde. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton, a dump off for Davis. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
He's coming, double up.
Here we go on fourth. Newton completes it to Samuel. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Newton's going to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.